Hello everyone, this is Brian Bentley at CoinOpTV bringing you gameplay and commentary for Valiant Hearts, The Great War on the Xbox One. We're jumping into Chapter 4 with Freddy as he joins the Canadian troops as they storm Vimy Ridge. In our previous videos, you may have seen us where I played as Anna, we did some healing, we did some driving, played before as Freddy where we drove our, Mark 1 tanks. And this time, this is going to be more of a just a simple attack. We do some hiding. We do some puzzling with this is the one that's not such a puzzle, but with the artillery. Try to use the artillery. So they do some clever things here with George in the sky, and as we make this charge. So. There's going to be a couple of humorous parts here. Thanks, George, for taking out that installation for us. So basically, this is kind of like, this is more of a running level. So this is just another type of level that they have where you're kind of moving through the space. The screen is continuously moving. I didn't catch on to this puzzle right away. I just started firing, and so I first picked 60 and got lucky on the first shot. So, so there are two two artillery installations, two mortar spots that you need to take out. Now, you'll notice in a few seconds I'll actually figure out how I'm supposed to play this particular puzzle. But at first I'm like, okay, well, maybe it's just simple where I just move it to the main numbers and fire away and everything will be fine. It is also this way I also accidentally stumble upon an achievement. And you'll see I'll get to that in a second. So I'm trying all the big numbers, so 0, 20, 40, 60. And then I actually figure out how to use the puzzle. So like I've said in previous videos, the art style is fantastic. The music is just the right amount. The voice acting is actually pretty good. So here's my achievement. I accidentally just picked 40, blew up the flag, and I get an achievement for it. So then I haven't really figured out, I'm like, okay, well, there's still one more I still have to take out, and I'm not really sure what number, what the measurement, what degree I need to make my thing, and that's when I noticed this extra area, and it's time to actually do the puzzle like I'm supposed to. So now you see there's the artillery. I line it up at 10, and now it's time to go fire off and destroy this thing and move on. Of course, even though we're being bombarded, don't worry, I'm going to check to make sure there aren't any collectibles lying around. Oh, there is one. Okay. Don't worry, War. I'll get back to you in a second. All joking aside, like I've said in previous episodes, the puzzles are very clever, they're enjoyable, and let's just get here. Boom! Alright, we got it. Let's move on. So, now comes actually to me, which was the most hilarious part of this entire level. So now we're back to the running part. So okay, they put in some obstacles. I'm trying not to get shot by the machine guns or get hit by the bombs. And okay, I'm running, and I'm like, all right, it's time to be careful. So a lot of times I try to stay ahead of the game, which has actually burned me in the past. But Freddy does what Freddy does, and he goes and punches through things, and then we get to the part where, oh, maybe we're not there yet. Oh, I forgot there's this part first before we get to the funny part. So we have to get the cannon all set up so I can destroy. Now this part I really like. This is where George is going to come in and kind of help us out here. So what I need to do is figure out how to turn the cannon in order to fire at the installation that's mortaring us. Alright, now look here, I have to obviously do something with that, so let's go over here. I do find it interesting, the way they have the different characters set up. So Freddy is obviously, he punches things, and you know, it's kind of I like the "don't throw bombs here in this area" sign. You know, so Freddy kind of punches through things. Emil, you know, has a shovel, and he can do digging things, which you know, it works out really well, except for sometimes they have it. There was a little bit here at the end of the game where I got very frustrated with Emil's digging because they kept messing it up, but that's beside the point. So now George here is telling us, you know, how to shoot through the fog or the smoke. All right, there we go. And then Anna obviously has the healing stuff. Carl doesn't necessarily have any particular skills, but you know, he's a great character. All right, now comes the part I had alluded to earlier. This is really pretty funny. Okay, here I am. I'm, you know, following the tank. All right, this is great. You know, okay, I'm avoiding bombs. You know, everything's going well. And then we're gonna get to this part. It gets stuck, and I'm like, hey, that's oh no, eat yeah, that just happened. So I'm like, okay, this time don't get squished by the tank when it falls on you. All right, let's try this one more time. Best part was my wife was sitting there, and she's like, maybe you shouldn't let it smash. Maybe you shouldn't have let it fall on you. So those things sort of happen sometimes. You know, I didn't. You know, I gotta admit that I didn't die much. And although there were hints in the game, I didn't end up using any. But now it's time to move on. So now we got to avoid some more gunfire, more bombs. You know, and this is really where, you know, if anything, I kind of had some trouble. Oh, yeah, here comes another great part's coming up. So I'm gonna go push this large cart to block the bullets for my friends, or my Canadian friends, and then I'm going to jump into this. You know, so what I really like is here in the foreground you can see that you can come and change levels, so move towards the screen. Now I just go in here, I don't even notice this guy's German, so I'm just like, doo-doo-doo, what's going on? And then all of a sudden, oh hey, he's German. My bad. So moving back, this time I know he's German. Okay, now I knocked him out. Alright, so while my friends are being pummeled with bullets, let's just make sure I go and make sure there are no collectibles before I go take out the installation then. Alright, moving on. And a miss. Let's try it again. Oh, there we go. Hey! Alright, so that's pretty much going to wrap things up. I'm going to find the last collectible for the level, and then we're going to raise the Canadian flag. Everyone salute. And if you want to give a shout out and a salute to us here at CoinOpTV, be sure to subscribe to the CoinOpTV YouTube channel, as well as like this video and leave any comments you have down below. All right, let's pull this thing. We're gonna, although it looks like it doesn't look like my rope's actually attached to anything. Raise the flag, and that's it for this level. And it's sort of here at the end. We do see that, you know, this is now in April 1917, and that, you know, they make mention that it is becoming time for the U.S. to join in the fight. Now, you don't actually see that in this game, but you know it's going to happen. All right, everyone, that's it for us, and thank you very much, and have a good one.